Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. A company in Finland has developed a refining process that can turn ocean algae into a plastic alternative. Certain components of algae have similarities to petroleum-based chemicals that we use to make plastic products. The scuba diving biochemist founder of Origin by Ocean noticed an invasive algae overgrowth events that have been happening throughout the Caribbean, and it's harmful to the ocean ecosystem in the area. So, to tackle two important problems at once, she developed a biorefining process that makes it possible to extract these valuable bio-based chemicals that can be used to make many different products, including cosmetics, artificial textiles, detergents, packaging materials, fertilizer, and a variety of different foodstuffs. On top of that, they're working to partner with entrepreneurs on the ocean coasts where they harvest this algae to help them create independent income opportunities for coastal communities. This company is still in early phases, but they plan to be fully up and running by 2026. Brian, I just love how not only did they find a way to combat the algae problem, but they also offer the world another option for more sustainable products. I mean, things are just better when we work together.
Well, and it's amazing what algae can do. You know, algae is actually used to make biofuels, and it's also used, we use it for an amendment for our soil to reduce the salts at our organic farms. And there's a lot of research that needs to be done, a lot of fun things. And we get criticized sometimes for our algae that we have out there in these little totes making our algae. And we're not exactly sure, how it works as well as it does, but it seems to really help. And, the future is working with our planet.
Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. Super Bowl 57 is just around the corner, and with all the extra fans and activities going on this past week between both the Waste Management Phoenix Open and the Super Bowl, maybe you've been wondering, how does this impact our Arizona environment? Since this is our fourth time hosting the Super Bowl, this isn't our first rodeo, and we've been working on sustainability tactics for years. This year, local organizations and NFL Green programs have teamed up to make this year's game one of the most sustainable efforts yet. At the stadium, in efforts to decrease the amount of landfill waste the event produces, they will be intentional about waste by recycling both plastics and compostables. Plus, NFL Green also works with food recovery systems to donate unused food from the event to local organizations. NFL Green also hosts community efforts to restore ecosystems and habitats. These projects can include planting trees, creating green spaces or community gardens, restoring wildlife habitats, and engaging in reforesting projects. In the past 5 months, they've planted over 500 trees around Arizona and have specifically focused on supporting the city of Phoenix goal of having a 25% shade canopy. If they reach their goal, they could lower city temperatures during the summer between 10 to 15 degrees, which would be awesome, right, Brian? All right. Who is going to win tomorrow?
Well, you know what? We lost our local boy, so he's not playing tomorrow. So,
yeah.
And I got to say that I would not necessarily be a Philadelphia fan, but we had a Wildcat quarterback that won the Super Bowl for him last time. So, I got to go with the Phillies.
All right, well, then I guess that's our team.
Well, the Eagles can be our team this year. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway.
Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. A reforestation project called Seed Balls Kenya is repurposing charcoal waste by using it to make a low-cost, sustainable protection capsule for native tree seeds in their project. The charcoal industry is big in Kenya. Over half of Kenyan households rely on the fuel source for both heating and cooking, especially in the growing cities. But there is a problem. Charcoal production through slow cooking of wood has caused extensive deforestation across the vulnerable dryland ecosystem, which spans over 80% of Kenya. To help combat deforestation, Seed Balls Kenya takes charcoal waste and uses it to encapsulate native tree seeds. The charcoal acts as a shield, making the seed resistant to being eaten by animals, which allows more of the seeds to actually reach germination by the next time it rains. The team covers large areas of land through seed bombing, which honestly looks like a fun activity. They fly around in helicopters and throw a bunch of these seed balls down onto the ground below. I mean, what do you think, Brian? Would you do some seed bombing? Sounds kind of fun.
Well, the seed bombing sounds like a lot of fun to me. And, I imagine it could be like, Johnny Appleseed, but with seed bombs to grow native stuff. And
yeah, exactly.
all you have to have is a nice wet year like we've had this year. We could do seed bombing during the monsoon season and then see what survives.
Hello, gardeners. I'm Xandra, here with your happy news. Here's 2 great ways that 2 new companies are upcycling old products into new ones. In California, a startup called B2U Storage Solutions takes old electric car batteries and turns them into huge power banks as a way to store excess solar and wind energy for the times when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing. And they can put this energy directly into the already existing power grid and keep thousands of these battery packs out of our landfills. In the UK, a woman-owned small business called New Baginnings gives new life to old leather sofas by turning them into trendy-looking handbags. Lisa Crick gets the pre-loved couches donated to her for free. She then upcycles the good parts into totes, messenger bags, or luggage, all in the space of just a week. And these bags sell from anywhere between $25 and $200. Some people even donate their very own old couches to request their bags be made from it. Now, Brian, I just think that idea is so creative. The car battery one just makes sense, but the making leather bags out of old couches, that's pretty cool.
Now, I don't really know about those fond memories somebody might have had with that couch, and boy, it would be a little scary, if your new wife, wanted a bag out of the old couch. Anyway,